up, all my fight fans? So, Terence Crawford has recently came out and talked about a few fights that he wants to have. One of those fights just so happens to be against lightweights Gervonta Davis. He has said that he is willing to take on Gervonta Davis because Gervonta Davis had recently made some comments regarding Terence Crawford and saying that he could actually stop Terence Crawford in 6 rounds. Well, Terence Crawford said, hey, I will fight you, but I'm going to fight you at 147. Now we know Terence Crawford, he just came off this great victory over Errol Spence, and he has already called out the undisputed king, Jermell Charlo. And he wants to go up in the division and fight other fighters. But right now, he is already saying that he's willing to stay at 147 to fight Gervonta Davis. So, what do we think to that, guys? Well, personally for me, I feel like it's a fight that really shouldn't necessarily happen. And why? Because Gervonta Davis has so much fights that he could be having in the lightweight division and the junior welterweight division. You still got Teofimo Lopez. You still got Shakur Stevenson. You still got even a Vasily Lomachenko. And you still got Devin Haney. There's all these fights that they can have. And no, it wasn't necessarily competitive, but it can always still be highly publicized if they do it at the junior welterweight division, Ryan Garcia. So there's still a lot of action that could be taking place for Gervonta Davis. Now, as far as Terence Crawford goes, I feel like Terence Crawford's time at welterweight is done. There really isn't necessarily anything for him to do. And him fighting Gervonta Davis is almost like a lose-lose for him, personally, because he fights and beats Tank Davis, of course, a guy who's never fought at welterweight and very undersized. That's one. And if he loses to Tank Davis, he lost to somebody who is, again, very undersized and never was a welterweight. So it makes you wonder, like, where his credentials really lie now. I mean, of course, the credit would go to Tank Davis and him being a great fighter and phenomenal fighter. But at the end of the day, it would make you wonder, like, damn, I guess Terence Crawford really wasn't as great as we all thought he was. So it's a really lose-lose situation for Terence Crawford. I believe he has much more to gain and less to lose at the junior middleweight division, fighting one of the Charlo brothers, becoming the first ever. He's already the first ever male undisputed champion, 2-time undisputed champion. He could potentially be the 3-time undisputed champion because Charlo has all the belts in the junior middleweight division. So I feel like if he goes up there and wins, big history-making fight for Terence Crawford. If he loses, hey, he took a chance, he rolled the dice, it really didn't work out. It's not a big loss for him, but at the end of the day, he can always train, he can always come back and potentially get a rematch. With the Tank Davis, it's a little hard. It's just a little hard to really see Terence Crawford losing to somebody like Tank Davis, who is naturally a lightweight. So, me personally, I don't like the fight, but I would like to hear your guys' comments regarding this fight. Should Terence Crawford take on Gervonta Tank Davis? Should Tank Davis really try and do a high-risk profile fight with Terence Crawford, moving up into a division that he's never ever been in, fighting the possibility, the GOAT, greatest welterweight of all time, Terence Crawford? Let me know in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.